her double.
Right?
How? Verse 7?
Yeah, keep going.
Verse 7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously.
Right, because he lived deliciously by the rape and rob and murder of all the nations. By stealing their resources, by theft and robbery and murdering. Go ahead.
So,
I tell you, Nahum 1 and 3, woe to the bloody city. Why? Because all the killing they had done to get the resources and stuff. If they coveted after field, things that is not his. And that's Esau, that's what he does. Go ahead.
so much torment and sorrow give her.
Right.
For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
So that's Esau thing. He's not going to be touched. He thinks he's not going to be taken down. He thinks he's not going to be destroyed, none of that. But he's going to get taken down. Go ahead. Keep going.
Verse 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire.
So death, mourning, and famine. So by war, rape, riot, famine, pestilences, all of them are going to come in one day. Not literally one day, but that's the short amount of time they're going to take for those things to happen. Go ahead.
For strong is the Lord Yahweh who judges.
Right, so ultimately, America, Esau being judged by Yahweh Bashal Shah. That's pretty much it on that. Wait. Yeah, keep going.
Verse 9, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her. And
right, because they're gonna bewail because they're not gonna be able to make money off of America no more. They're gonna see the destruction, and that could be their downfall. Right, go ahead.
And lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
Right, so they're gonna see the smoke. They're gonna see after America getting bombed by ICB missiles. The other nations will be able to see that. Go ahead.
Verse 10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Right, that's literal. In 1 hour that judgment is come. When y'all try to come back, ICB missile, America will be destroyed, man, by burning fire. And they're going to be able to see the smoke from standing far off. Go ahead.
Verse 11, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
Right, that's it on that. They just go through all the things. But that's why they're going to be lamenting and crying. They're not going to be able to sell their good anymore. Go ahead.
This is back in Jeremiah 51 and 3. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigadine, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigadine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all of her hosts.
Right, all of them will be destroyed ultimately. Go ahead.
Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans.
With talking about the Edomite, America. Go ahead.
And they that are thrust through in her streets. For Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of Yahweh of hosts.
Right, ultimately, we're at in Revelation, Yahweh have remembered the iniquity of thereof. Right? So that ultimately that Israel is not going to be forsaken, because the elect going to be redeemed and save out of that. Go ahead.
Though their land was defiled with sin.
Right, the land of Israel is defiled right now. But that's going to be brought back to its rightful state when we come back, when that new Jerusalem come down, man. That new, when we come down and talk about in Revelation 21. Go ahead.
Against the Holy One of Israel. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity.
Right, and fleeing out is talking about we're going to escape by the way of the chariot, man. It's not talking about get a passport and leave America. No, we're going to leave America by the way of the chariot of the Most High. Go ahead.
And deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of
right.
Yahweh.
Don't be cut off and get caught up in the plague that right, we just read. Come out of her. So don't be cut off by partaking in the sin and the iniquity of America. Go ahead.
For this is the time of Yahweh Shem Yahushua's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
Right, so he's gonna bring back that righteous judgment, that righteous payback, man. Go ahead.
Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahweh Shem Yahushua's hand.
And that's why it said the nation have been drunken by the wine thereof, right? Because that whore had that golden cup in her hand, and we're reading about it right now. Go ahead, drunken, made the other nation drunken. Go ahead.
That made all the earth drunken.
See?
The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad.
See, they're mad. Because ultimately, it did more harm than good to them. Stay on that?
That's a little more.
Okay.
You want to continue?
Okay, good.
Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take bone for her pain? If so be she may be healed.
And there's no healing for America, man. There's nothing to do to make America great again. There's nothing to do to bring back America after it's destroyed.
Right. Sorry, Trump.
Go ahead.
We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
It's not healed. Why? Because it's been brought down by the sword of destruction. Go ahead.
Forsake her and let us go, every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto the heavens.
Right,
And
it's read that right in Revelation. The sin of her iniquity have reached into heaven. So all these heathen nations are going to go back to their home nation before America is destroyed. Go ahead.
And it's lifted even to the skies.
Right.
That's it on that.
Yeah, that's it on that. You got 17 and yeah, 15.
This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast,
We're talking about the EU. Right, go ahead.
these shall hate the whore.
Right, so ultimately they're going to hate the whore. They're going to hate America because the whore is America that sits on top of the beast. Right, when you read up in the same chapter, it talks about that. Go ahead.
And shall make her desolate and naked.
Right, going to make it desolate and naked. We read about that. And how they're going to make it desolate and naked by the missile they're going to shoot on America. Go ahead.
And shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
And that's how they eat the flesh of America, is burning her with fire. Now go up to verse 1.
This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 1.
Because the brother brought out about the golden cup in here. Go ahead.
And there came one of the 7 angels which had 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore.
Right, though, it's been prophesied already. It's been written down already, the future of the judgment of America, man. It said, I'll show you the judgment of the whore. And the whore is America. Go ahead.
That sitteth upon many waters.
That sitteth upon many waters. We read later on in the same chapter, the many waters talk about the people. So we talk about the earth. Go ahead.
With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
Right, because the king of the earth had committed fornication with America. Go ahead.
And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Like America make all these other nations commit adultery, commit homosexuality, get into democracy, and all the different vain philosophy is because of America, that whore that have that golden cup in her hand that make all these other people drunk. Go ahead.
So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast.
Yeah, with the scarlet-colored beast, it's talking about NATO and the EU. Go ahead. And the woman is America. Go ahead.
Full of names of blasphemies, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
And he'll talk about the different nations, like Spain. We ain't got to lift them all because it's almost time to wrap it up. Go ahead.
And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet colored.
And that's America. Go ahead.
And decked with gold and precious stones, and pearls having a gold cup.
That represents like that great city, that mighty city. Go ahead.
Having a gold cup in her hand,
And that's the cup that the brother read, right?
full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
Right, and that's the abomination of fornication that you spread all over the earth. Go ahead.
Verse 5. And upon her forehead was the name written, Mystery Babylon, the
Right,
great.
America is a mystery in the Bible, and you haven't been revealed the secret. Because tell your Amos that he revealed the secret unto the servants of prophets, which we are the prophets, right? That we give those secrets and the mystery of the scriptures to understand the breakdown by the way of the Rakakadot, the Holy Spirit, and by our elder apostle, man, a great millstone. Right. Go ahead.
Mystery Babylon, the great mother of harlots and
Right, the great America is known as Great Babylon in the Bible, right? And it's the mother of harlots. Go ahead.
and abominations of the earth.
Right, it's the abomination of the earth, man. See? You got a precept?
This is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 10. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages.
Right, and the unwalled village talk about America. Because America's not protected by nothing, man.
Yep.
So that's why America can be able, America can get touched.
Yep.
They can have their so-called fake program, the Star Wars program, the Iron Dome, the intercept missile for coming down. They're not gonna be able to do all that. Go ahead.
And thou shalt think an evil thought.
They talk about the other nation. Go ahead.
And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest.
We're talking about America.
Yep.
At rest. Because America ain't been touched before, man.
Yep.
That's why I call them virgins.
Virgin daughter of Babylon?
Yep, you ain't got the cherry pop. And what happened to cherry pop is start bleeding. So y'all can bleed out. Y'all about y'all talking to bleed you. Bleed them.
Get them tokens.
Like the rapper say, I'm gonna bleed them.
The Lord gonna get them tokens.
Yep. Go ahead.
That dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates.
So they have no bars and gates. So America will get destroyed by IGB and Mithra. And it's all gonna be ordained by Yahweh Shai that gonna do it, man.
Right.
So with that, I come to the close. Hoping to edify us to the elect. After this day, we're out here for the elect. We're out here to prophesy against all you nations about your downfall and to uplift our people about how they can be brought into the kingdom of heaven, man. So with that, the year 2020, year of prophecy, and with that, Mu'at Lababal, and we get all praise to
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakodash.
And with that, Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, anybody